Hello then, welcome to today's session on ProMonitor Stage 2. This is just a quick sort of audio introduction for all the participants across 4 parallel rooms we've got at the moment. Okay, so Stage 2 is all about subject reports, progress reviews, one-to-ones, and a couple of other features within ProMonitor that you'll need to know how to use. So in the next 2 hours, what's going to happen? Well, first off, you're watching this online presentation. I'm going to explain where we are with ProMonitor now, where we're going, and when. Then colleagues or myself, if you're in the room with me, will be seeing a demonstration of how to use each of the essential features within ProMonitor. And they'll obviously be hands-on, so you can try out those features today in the training system and afterwards. So by the end of the session, you'll have completed within the training system, you'll have changed the overall RAG for 1 or 2 students. You'll have, and this is not the same as the risk indicator, this is a RAG, this is an overall rating, red, amber, green for the student. You'll have added subject reports for 2 or more students in the same group, along with a SMART target. You'll have added a comment to an individual learner. You'll have created 2 meetings. Meetings are interesting. Meetings are where you carry out your face-to-face meetings and where you write them up. So you'll also write up a one-to-one tutorial and you'll write up a progress review. Now, if you don't normally do this, if you're not a personal tutor, then just bear with us. What we want to do is make sure that everyone has got the knowledge of how these processes are carried out. So after the session, first off, you'll probably feel overwhelmed. Don't worry, so did we when we were working out this session, how to do things. It's perfectly natural. Don't worry about it at this point. The handouts, obviously, you'll be able to take away with you, and you can continue to try things out in the test system. Myself and the e-learning team are going to be emailing out tips following this session up to Christmas and beyond, just to with advice on good practice and also reminders of what needs to be done when to help minimise any confusion. And obviously there's support from the e-learning team as well. And we're going to be running drop-in workshops or ad hoc workshops by group request. So that's where we are there. There's been quite a bit of, a few rumours around that Moodle's going to be disappearing. It's not. What's happening is the Moodle ILP function is not going to be used. We're going to use ProMonitor instead. In terms of a timeline, this is what's going to happen. So Friday the 8th of December, the ILP section of Moodle will become read-only. The information will still be there. Anyone can access it who can currently. On the 21st of December, we're pulling data, we're copying data from Moodle into ProMonitor, and that is live data information that you're going to need access to. So, for example, we've got the target and aspirational target grade, which you've already set. You won't lose. You'll be able to update it once it's in ProMonitor if you need to. Smart targets, so any outstanding smart targets won't be left to dwell in Moodle. They'll be coming into ProMonitor so they can be updated, and any one-to-ones as well, so you'll have the history of those one-to-ones. Subject reports, and so previous subject reports, previous progress reviews won't be in there, but you can obviously access those if you go back and look at Moodle. That means then from Monday the 4th of January, ProMonitor will be the tool to use for one-to-one subject reports, progress reviews, etc. It will have replaced the Moodle-based individual learning plan. Here's a picture which is an attempt here to try and make sense of the features within ProMonitor. So what we've got here is the academic year, and remember we're using ProMonitor for the 16 to 19, the programs of study at the moment. Already, colleagues are using the risk indicators. So the idea with these is that in your course team meetings, you update the risk indicators where necessary and check them within each meeting. That is also going to be happening from January. The English and Maths and group tutorial, those people delivering those elements will also be expected to set the risk indicators. Now there's this overall RAG. In your one-to-one meetings with students, which the concept hasn't changed. There's an initial induction one-to-one, then you've got monthly one-to-ones here, and then a progression one-to-one at the end. Within these one-to-one meetings, you then have the opportunity to set an overall RAG. So you'll be able to look at the risk indicators for, say, the main program, English and Maths, and then make an assessment within that one-to-one as to what the overall RAG should be. So these one-to-ones continue throughout. We still have subject reports. Now we're actually round about here now, aren't we? We've just done the subject reports and the progress reviews in Moodle. But this explains how you would have done it in ProMonitor. Okay, so you do the subject report and you set a SMART target, as currently is the case, and then it goes into the progress review and you'll be setting a SMART target in there as well. Obviously this stuff has happened in Moodle. When we get to January, you'll see that there's actually just the one-to-ones that will be happening then until the first subject reports take place and progress reviews. And then as you get to the end of the course, there's a sort of final one-to-one, which is called the progression one-to-one, and you can of course adjust the overall RAG rating at that point as well. SMART targets can be set at any point, but there is a way to set them from within things like the induction the one-to-ones, subject reports and progress reviews, or you might decide to set an ad hoc SMART target. You can do that as well. And then eventually we've got comments, and comments are an interesting feature in ProMonitor. Anyone can make a comment about a student, and you can make it for the attention of someone else. So if you make a comment for a student and you want to flag something, then you know that a member of their course team will see that comment on their ProMonitor dashboard. Now the dashboard, there's a massive load of information we're throwing at you now. Don't worry about it. The dashboard, we're going to give you some more information on that as things progress, because that's not yet configured how we'd like it to be. But just see the dashboard as being the place where any information you put in or is put in that affects your students, you'll be able to see. Okay, so that just leaves me to say thanks for watching this. The team are now ready to do the demonstration and give you a chance for hands-on. We're going to be doing it, as I say, in the ProMonitor training site. You can access this via the link on StaffNet, or you can type in the web address that's on the screen at the moment. And I just want to say that the training ProMonitor system is a copy of the live ProMonitor system from last Friday, so you won't see anything in there that you've done over the past few days. The last point I wanted to make is just that there's a lot to cover in these sessions. The team have worked hard to understand the system, configure it, and prepare for today. If there are any, if you do have any concerns about the process, please can you forward them up the chain via your line manager, where they'll be considered by the senior leadership team, etc. Today is about technical instruction and getting the information across, so there isn't time to debate the whys and wherefores. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the session. And don't forget, the e-learning team are the people to contact if you've got any queries and any requests for further training. Thanks.